Beautiful Libras, welcome back everyone. Thank you so much, Libra, for joining me here. Thank you, guys. I hope you're doing fabulous. Messages for the beautiful Librans. Libra energy. Ooh. Severe vows of poverty. There is no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty, of self-denial that you have made consciously or unconsciously in any lifetime. So it's saying to exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. The key to manifesting quickly is to have a very high energy level. And the easiest way to increase them is through physical exercise. Choose a fun and meaningful activity so that you'll look forward to exercising. It becomes its own reward. It is time to disconnect from the outer world so that you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. Create this quiet time for yourself, and you'll have more clarity about what to do next. Let go of guilt. When you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think that you've done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from past mistakes instead of berating yourself, and do the work. It's not enough to dream or pray. You've also got to take a positive action step that you're divinely guided to take. Consistently working on your priorities will make them flourish like a lush flower garden. So either yourself or someone around you they're in a poverty mindset. And when you're in a poverty mindset, that is what you manifest. And the best way to get out of that mindset is to raise your vibrations in any way. It doesn't have to be exercise, but exercise is a fantastic way. Going for a walk, clearing your energy, finding a retreat, going on, meditation, all those things. So something might be getting you down, or someone around you. Forgive yourself. Let go of guilt for the things that you think you may have done or not done differently. Someone is feeling foolish. Hang on. Hi, sorry about that. Guys, someone is feeling foolish. They're in a victim mentality or a poverty mindset. They feel foolish for messing up the connection. And they're too embarrassed to come forward because perhaps they have gone broke or they're in poverty. Wishing. There's a lot of excitement in the air. You've awakened a new life in someone. And they feel lost. This is ancestral karma. So perhaps they're clearing negative ancestral patterns that were passed down through generations. Don't rush the journey. The journey. It may be long and challenging, but it's as long as you're with them, they feel they'll never walk alone. Unseen. There's more to this love story. Even though you cannot see it now, there's still much to unfold. Coming apart. Meeting you was unexpected and you've changed their whole world forever. Feeling lost as they lose their old identity. They're focusing on their personal journey and choosing not to focus on love because they feel they have nothing to give. This is a betrayal. Your soul deserves better. So forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done. Maybe I should have done this, maybe I should have done that. Or perhaps this person is thinking that. Maybe they can't forgive themselves. Trust. Shadow work. Inspiration. You're breaking free. You're growing. Universal Mother. New beginnings. Cycles of life. Inner childhood wounds. Finding sanctuary. This is trying to shift energy, making an energy shift. Something to do with the afterlife. It's something to do with shedding ancestral karma from the afterlife, a past life. There could have been severe vows of poverty that were going on. It's a poverty mindset. And it could have to do with the ancestors or ancestral thinking. Libra. No response. Unresponsive. Deep breathing. Someone is not tuned in. They're just not. There's a higher will, not tuned in to their higher self. They're just not. They're not. I don't think this person can forgive themselves. I think whatever they did in a past life, there is some kind of generational pattern here that is hard for this person to break free of. It really is. Now, it could do with victim mentality, a poverty mindset. They've got shadow work to do. Every one of us have shadow work to do. But it's looking like somebody just can't tune in to... I don't know what their problem is. Hang on. What is this ancestral karma? Abuse, mental abuse, gaslighting. Listen to your intuition. What you feel to be true is true. They're embellishing parts of their life to impress you. They're lying to impress you. They could have a sex addiction. They have a hard time controlling their sexual urges. And this is like mental abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse, cheating. They may have, they're regretful now. This person could have been living a double life, acting single when you're not around. Whether that is a lot of flirting or questionable behavior. Scheming, always making secrets, underhanded plans, manipulating, or refusing to commit or give you a straight answer. They were having an emotional connection with someone else, an emotional connection that could have turned physical. This person has a sex addiction. They have a hard time controlling their urges from whatever happened to them throughout their childhood. Secret credit cards or money that they're hiding. This is a narcissistic personality. They feed their own ego and they feel entitled to do so. It's because of their past. They're hiding and lying about their past. And the Spirit is saying their past is something to look into. If you're getting these clues, their person could be acting like a narcissist, mentally abusing you, physically or sexual abuse here. It's because of their past. There is some it is ancestral karma. It skewed their way of having relationships or partnerships, even though this was a spiritual union. This tower was to bring about change. Towers are always to not done to them, but for them, to bring them into some kind of realization or an abrupt change to cause about a change to cause, bring a cause of change about. This person, I don't know. Patience is required, and so is meditation and transformation. They might have been, this person is emotionally withdrawn, and they would rather, see, temptation. This person has a hard time resisting the urges to cheat, resisting the urges. Everything is like celebration here. They drink and then they want to, I don't know. You were a light in this person's dark, but you had to trust your intuition, recognition and reward. So they're not speaking to you, or speaking little, or have a hard time communicating. This is poverty. Victim. They like having control, but in having that control, it's actually bringing about those patterns. It's repeating patterns. They got shadow work to do. They got to face their demons. They are mentally conflicted about their sexuality. And it is worth looking into. It is. This person is confused about their sexuality, is confused about knowing the difference. Why, why this person could be researching why they are the way that they are. How come every time they hope for a good relationship, they mess it up? You know, everything that they hope for, wished for, is a stable, harmonious relationship. They might have a history of ghosting. They might have a history of like cheating, a history of sexual addiction. It stems from their childhood, and it is worth looking into. This person feels foolish and they're too embarrassed to face you. Like, I don't know. I don't know if they've not reached a point of understanding or acknowledging their childhood wounds, but they need to address it, because they will keep repeating these patterns until they do. This person plans, you know, to work on things, and they plan to do certain things, and everything that they were hoping for, they found in you. They're conflicted. They are. They're truly mentally conflicted. They might have been mentally abused. They could have mentally abused you. They could have mentally abused you because they were mentally abused. They are conflicted, depressed. They're too embarrassed to face you. They cannot face you. They're stuck. They feel insecure. They may have tried to make you feel insecure, make you feel depressed, make you feel sad. It's like reflecting what was, that's ancestral patterns, you know, that's the legacy. Whatever they were feeling, they try to pass off on to other people. So they could have been mentally abusing you. They could have tried to control you. They could have tried to make you depressed, ghost you, neglect you. Because of their own insecurities. They don't want people to know how insecure they truly are. Hurt people hurt people. It's a form of escapism. This is lying. This is cheating. But it's cheating themselves out of happiness. Maybe someone in their family, that's how they were raised. I don't know. You were the leader. You were sent to be the leader, but this is a sex addiction. That's what, yeah, they're a player. Everything is about having fun and cheating and, you know, the life of sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Well, maybe that's the way they were raised. I don't know. But I can tell you it is a pattern that this person has adapted. They have a sex addiction. They cannot say no. If somebody was to come up to this person and solicit them and offer them a good time, they'd be all over it like white on rice. You were balanced, and they pushed you away. Having options, and they're trapped in that mindset. They don't know how to say no. And it's a repeating pattern that they have. They had everything they could ever wish for and hope for in you. They cannot face what they did to you. They cannot face how guilty they feel, regretful that they feel. This person doesn't like the way they are. They don't. They don't like the way that they are. They don't like how they handle relationships. I don't know if this person, they've been tainted from their past childhood wounds. They don't know how to have a harmonious relationship without this addiction following them around, without this I don't know. They're used to having control. This is a form of control. I'm going to control it before it controls me. So they may be feeling insecure. They might be projecting that off onto you, because they were happy with you. It's not about you. You've done nothing wrong here. So if you're feeling guilty, you know, maybe I should have done this, maybe I should have said that, maybe I should have did this or that. No, no. It shows you were very loving, very warm, very compassionate, very harmonious. You had good intentions. They pushed you away. They weren't ready to face their shadow. They have a lot of anger and resentment for whatever happened to them as a child. They're angry at their past. And they keep repeating this cycle. This is from the afterlife. I mean, it's clear that you were brought into this person's life to help heal them, to inspire them, to show them what a harmonious relationship could be like. Happiness and joy, I think happiness and joy and a 10 of Cups situation scares the crap out of this person. I do, because they have never had it. It's unfamiliar to them. It is unfamiliar territory. So it's easier to repeat cycles than what it is to do the healing work and face those demons. They spy on you. You are manifesting. You're very inspirational. You're very spiritual. You're a healer. Just in some form or another, you were destined to be in this person's life to bring about this change in them. It's a contract. But this is doing the work, and I think this person is afraid of commitment. They look at other people's relationships. They do. They look at other people's relationships and they go, how come other people seem so happy? How come other people have the proverbial dream and I never have it? It's like I don't think that they've got to do shadow work here. They're holding on to whatever happened to them in the past, and they've got to learn to release it. They've got to learn to surrender it. This person has got to learn to nurture their inner child. They do. So they may this person could suffer from a lot of addictions as a form of escapism. They could have, drink heavily, get all goofy, and then do unwise choices. It's like their father could have been a heavy drinker or an alcoholic, and maybe there was mental abuse going on, and this person has learned to carry on this tradition. And someone just refuses to move forward. This has affected their emotions. I mean, this person works hard and has all the intentions of working hard on a relationship and being a contributor, but this is mind games. This is mental, emotional work that they got to do. They end up resentful. They end up being jealous of the fact instead of ascending, they choose they're very guarded emotionally. They are. They're cold. It's just like whatever happened to this person as a child. Maybe their father died early. Maybe their father passed away or their mother passed away. There's heavy alcohol abuse here. And it's like a family tradition that needs to be broke. Whether it's sex, drugs, rock and roll, partying, who knows? That's what they need to heal. This person shut down their emotions. They became so overwhelmed that they shut their emotions off. Like they just turned cold. They've just closed down their heart chakra. Yet they search for love. This person could have like had to step up to the plate for like their mom or their dad, or I think this person has turned their back on love. I think that they search for it. They long for it. But they're too stressed out and worried here. There's a lot of PTSD energy. Maybe this person gets a lot of nightmares from what happened to them and they were a child. Maybe you did, Libra. But it is breaking those traditions. Yeah, they drink to soothe their anxiety. They do. You're over here confident. It's like this person this is a marriage. I don't know. Maybe this person's used to like, if I look flashy enough, then people won't see what's underneath. Yeah, they're hiding their wounds. They are. They're hiding behind materialism. They're hiding behind addictions. They're hiding their wounds. And it's like, they refuse to change. So they would rather sit here feeling foolish. You know what I mean? Because they cannot face you. They feel foolish for betraying you. They're embarrassed that they betrayed you. I think this person is feeling foolish for this is karmic justice. And they refuse, like, they feel foolish. They do. For betraying someone who only had the best of intentions. That's the truth. They stabbed themselves. seeking sexual recognition, like feeling like this person has low self-esteem, which is why they seek sexual affection. Severe vows of poverty. Poverty mindset. This person really has low self-esteem. They might act arrogant, they might act haughty, but inside this person, they're broke. They may be seeking validation in any way that they can, through sex, through addictions, through judgment. It is sexual gratification because they honestly do not trust. This person could be you, Libra, or the person on your mind. This person thought that if they sought sexual attention, that it would validate them somehow, that it would make them feel acceptable. It's sad when all they have to do is receive counseling. I'm not saying it's easy, but it's a lot easier than what they're doing. They do. They get attention. And by getting sexual attention, they feel as if they're whole, but they're never whole. It's truly because they do not trust. They do not have trust. Which is totally understandable. It's totally understandable. I hope this person gets help. And perhaps, you know, they're lying about their past. And it is something to look into, because they do have addictions. Sexual addictions. Whatever happened to this person in their childhood, they seek sexual attention. This person was abused at some point in their life in a very negative way that has impacted their entire life, their relationships, and I do pray for this person that they receive counseling, because it would change their life forever. The way they view relationships, the way that they view themselves and others. This person, if they have a low opinion of themselves, how can they give you a high one without them feeling weak? You have to love yourself in order to be able to truly love another soul. And this person needs to learn that, because they are very lovable. They just don't know it. They get it in negative ways. They get attention in negative ways that are impacting their entire life. Take care.